Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to a brand new video of Tokyo Ghoul Reinvoke. In today's episode, what we're here to do is I wanted to go ahead and show off our big fancy boy, well that too, but our big fancy boy, our completely maxed out first ever unit aside from Rabbit Toka, and probably the strongest unit currently inside the game. I wanted to go through why he's good, why he's better than other characters, and I also wanted to go ahead and fight the White Reaper in Arima after this. So we're going to do a quick overview of the character himself, Black Reaper, and why he's so terrifying. Because people seem to be asking why he's better than Arima himself on Rebirth, and I kind of want to go through that, because that is a pretty big thing that does exist. So first of all, between the two, Arima down here, first and foremost, has 3 sets of skills, of which are very basic. His upgrades between, I believe, 0 to 8 are strictly skills that are fairly lackluster. It's attack up plus 400, defense up plus 100, and durability plus 3. While that is good, it's not stuff that improves him completely. It's just a flat stat increase, which isn't as viable as potentially other skills. His max out skill at 1010 is also an anti-avoid, which you don't really encounter all that often, so it's not that helpful in general. Versus Black Reaper himself, of which has 4 skills in a light killer, so he does 1.5 times damage to light characters, which is fantastic, because he's also neutral to them usually. He has 1.5 times damage to dark characters, which is also stellar and beautiful. He has a 35% crit chance, which is beautiful again. And at 1010, he gains the ability to gain 1.8 times his attack whenever he breaks someone. And for a character that's based around breaking, that is amazing. And between the skills of the two as well, Arima himself, his skills are primarily focused on trying to buff himself and also trying to basically just kind of support his own survivability rather than actually helping the entire team. I have to translate it obviously, but his skill, what it does is increases your attack by ×2 at the end tier. It gives you a 30% avoid chance, and also does 1.4 times damage times a certain amount. I think it's 10 hits. So it does do decent DPS, but it does very little break damage, does 2 break damage in total, based on how many hits you do, so it can't even, it's wishy-washy regardless. And it's not that great in terms of supporting, like, other units around him. Versus Black Reaper, of which is just the hard carry hero. I don't even know how to phrase this in a fancy way. He's cool. He's a good boy. Here, I'll actually pull up the full translation of his skills, because it actually is a pretty important thing. So based on the translation program that I currently use, what I am seeing is one of the translations of the skill says, "I love this game, but I can't play anymore." That's so fucking weird. Okay. But in terms of what the skill actually does, it does the following. First, increase your own evasion and guard rate for 3 turns by 30%, meaning a flat 30% with a double dice roll, where, so the way that guard and avoid works inside this game, I should probably explain it again, is whenever they hit you, they have a 30% chance, if that's your buff, of not hitting you. That's just like a flat chance of it not hitting at all. That has a double check in his guard rate and then avoid rate on top of each other. So you're able to get a double kind of avoidance and guard. So the double check makes him survive far more. On top of that, it also does 10 durability damage along the route and does double his attack times 10 hits. So it basically does the same amount of hits that Arima does with a solid break, a self buff in the final skill with the breaking, and he's able to just kind of pump out huge DPS. Additionally, they both have very similar things. We're at the end of their tree. They both gain 6 AP, which, while that is cool, the 6 AP that's on Black Reaper will pretty much guarantee you a break anytime you use it. Plus, Arima's only 5 AP apparently. I didn't know there was a deficit of 1. Interesting. Either way, that is kind of my explanation towards things and why the difference between the two. Hopefully people understand the mechanics a little bit better now, because I don't know, I find it helpful. And also try and go through what the break bar is, because people don't seem to realize that it's below the health bar of the enemy. So this 10 out of 10 Black Reaper with his Yukimura 1/3, we're going to go ahead and go have a party. Arima Narukami, I am going to take your life. We're going to do tier 3. This is my first time ever doing tier 3, so I have little confidence. We'll see how it goes. First and foremost, what I want to do is I actually want to have Psycho in the front row to be able to get a defense buff off. I want to have Festival Ammon behind Psycho. And I want to have Haise to buff. And see, Ghoul Haise is cool to have on the right, but I don't know if I'd want to have someone else to be able to just have some more supports. Right now, this is fine. I think it's not a huge deal. So we'll just leave this. I have the... Hey, cat. How you doing? I have the guard rate with Mutsuki, and I also have the defense increase with our good old pal Psycho, and the attack increase with Haise. This should go well, I think. Oh, data discrepancy. Why? I don't understand. Is it because he did damage to someone? Yeah, he moved wards, that's why. That's such a dumb mechanic. Oh, you can't fight this man. He moved like 2 inches to the left. Oh, dear. At least I get to keep my team on it. Also, my cat, he just hopped in the window and ruined my lighting again. Okay, Kitster, you do you. I'm realizing whenever I record REAPER, he especially just starts kicking off. Okay, so the plan this turn is to be able to get the skill of Black Reaper. So we'll do the 2 hits. Wait, did I not do another one with Psycho? There we go. I'm trying to be careful because I want to make sure that the 5th hit is always Black Reapers. Then we go all the way in. And then Black Reaper pops his skill and gets a guaranteed break on the first turn. Beautiful. Stellar. Top tier, as they may say. Alright, then we're going to use Psycho's AP to be able to build up skill along the way. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. 1, 2, 3. Oh. We'll pop off Haise's skill here. Double and attack. I should have fucking popped in Fest Ammon first. My bad. Alright, can I at least get another skill with Black Reaper off? I can. Cool. God, I love his animations. Alright, Mutsuki, you go all the way in. It's not too important, but I just kind of want to have you as the extra swap in. Can we get one more skill? Yes, we can. The audio is currently glitched for me. See, I don't talk about this often. Oh, God. I don't talk about this often, but the way that I currently do this, I have my headphones plugged in my computer, but because these headphones are a 3-prong headphone set, while my computer uses a 4-prong, like, headphone jack, unfortunately, it ends up glitching the audio sometimes where I'm unable to hear it. And you'll see me sometimes in videos, like, adjust and go to the right and, like, try to knock around the, not knock around, but try to, like, move the jack so it actually has the full audio playing. It happens very seldomly. Well, not really. I guess it happens quite often, even on streams, but I try to play it off because it's a dumb audio glitch that won't occur once I'm able to get a new headset, because I'm looking into it right now. The issue is just money is always... This world is always driven by the money in your pocket. So, it's a bit unfortunate. Just don't one-shot me here. You have your skill back, just... Don't kill Haise. Okay, cool. That's actually a really good turn. We've buffed... I should probably say this. The durability bar below Arima's HP is his break bar. He currently has 7 in total, I believe. I could probably actually count this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. He has 8. And once that hits 0, you end up getting all your AP back throughout the level, so it's not too bad. We're gonna try and go for this right now. 1, 2, 3, and we'll just go all in with Black Reaper, because obviously he gets a guaranteed break every turn. Because what a hero! What an absolute hero. Go for it. Hell yeah. Alright, we'll do 1, 2. Pop this off. I actually don't know how many hits this does. It appears to do 8 hits in total. Good to know. Okay, so we're going to pop off Haise's skill here because it's probably going to end up dying this turn, so I want to have the buff on Amon and Black Reaper for the rest of this. Granted, if my skill checks don't work out properly when I use Mutsuki's guard increase, best Amon's basically dead in one attack. So I'm hoping for the best here. Actually, I'm kind of tempted to... Let's do it. Because if I do this, I swap in both characters. I decrease his... Oh, I should have swapped in Psycho first. I want to do that. So I want to do this and be able to use the guard and defense increases here. Here, I'll use Psycho's AP to be able to get another buff off with Mutsuki, I think. No, we're not quite there. Don't kill Haise. That was like instant. Oh, jeez. Okay, Psycho and Haise. Perfect! Oh my god. So we actually survived just barely because he didn't have the ability to attack beyond his skill. Beautiful. DPS is huge here. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bop. 1, 1, 2, 3. Bop. Damn it. Thought I was going to be able to get a skill off with the Amon, but unfortunately, it does seem as if he's going to end up dying this turn. I don't know if Black Reaper can handle 2 turns of just Arima attacks alone. So, this seems like it might be bad. So he re-enabled his ability. Oh god. Guard it, guard it! Ah. Alright, Black Reaper, you are now alone, and you have explicitly only your own capabilities to be able to defeat him. However, I can't swap out, so... If you don't survive this turn, we don't get any rewards. Black Reaper, you got an avoid. That's good. Double skill checks. Oh. Oh, that's such a fucking shame. Oh, that's rough. And so on the final turn of tier 3, we end up actually losing. All in all, that wasn't too bad anyway, because that was 11 million damage, which was far higher than I usually end up doing against Arima Narukami. So you know what? Let's try that again with the lesser tier. The issue is the DPS that the Arima Narukami pumps out is... It's crazy. On the final turn, he hits for like 20,000 per hit. If you don't guard, you die. Which is just because, like... He's a fucking crazy unit as an actual exclusive. The fact that he's translated into a boss just makes him even more terrifying. Also, I just realized that I didn't end up getting that. This is a problem, isn't it? Here. I'm gonna swap an Amon. Oh, but that's so fucking... God! Gah! I shouldn't. This is really bad, actually. Ah, fucking Ghoul Haise. At least he'll get the break off this turn. Oh, that's such a shame, dude. This is his full DPS. I'm gonna go all in with Haise. And then I'm gonna swap back into the premium Haise to be able to get the buff off. Mostly because I just wanted to be able to get the break off with my actual team still swapped in. Okay. Go Haise. He buffs the entire front row. Perfect. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cool. We'll awaken with Amon, pop off the skill of Black Reaper, and then go into our next turn. Beautiful. See, unfortunately, because Black Reaper didn't get the break that turn, he actually does far less damage this turn. And it's just because he didn't end up getting his skill fully realized. So I'm actually wondering what classifies not getting that. Because I went slow this time. I went slow to make sure that he got the skill charge every single time. Yet he wasn't able to use his skill in the end. I'm curious as to why. I know for a fact that durability damage now happens, thanks to the comments by the way, I really appreciate it. I know durability damage happens at 5 hits, 10 hits, 20 hits, 30 hits, etc. So it's strange to me that the buildup of the skills that I'm using with Black Reaper sometimes just don't proc accordingly as to how much I expect it to build. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. And usually I try and go slow to be able to realize that it's fine, but strange. Strange, strange, strange times. Go for it. Good job, Haise. We're gonna go ahead and have a good time here. I do believe next turn's gonna be a complete restore of his AP. Or not AP, his durability. It's gonna be fun. I'm excited. Go for it. Awaken yourself. Become, yeah. He also increases his attack whenever he does that. Okay. The plan this turn. Break with Black Reaper. That's it. That's the whole plan. Nothing but the plan. Go for it, my dude. Carry us into the heavens. This is Tengen Toppa. This is Gurren Black Reaper. Nice. 1, 2, 3. Bop. Just make sure I have the full charge before I go into skill of Amon. I do think that I actually want to build the skill of Amon this turn as well. That works. Perfect. We'll get Haise's buff off and then use the skill of Amon once again. One reason why I can keep on using the buff is because it's a guaranteed couple of hits. And it's a good couple of hits as well. It's a solid, I don't even know how many hits it is. But it builds the combo beautifully. And now Black Reaper goes all the way in. And we're good to go. Likely next turn I'm going to swap out twice with Amon. Because I want to be able to get 2 skills off next turn with him. Mostly because his DPS is fairly beautiful. And I don't think we're going to get an AP restore. Yeah, no. I have 3 swaps, so there's no reason not to. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bop. 1, 2, 3, 4. Bop. 1, 2, 3. Bop. Cool. You go, Amon. Amazing. He also has an attack down on it, which is very nice. We'll get the defense increase with Psycho. Also, like, the slight heal. Very minuscule nothing heal, but a heal nonetheless. Okay. And now we're going to be trying to build up Amon's skill once again using Black Reaper's AP. Though, I'm getting the feeling that Black Reaper is going to be able to use his skill again anyway. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Bop. 1, 2. Yeah! Black Reaper, you go for it. Guaranteed 10 hits. Amon, you go for it. Big slam, boys. And we're good to go. Oh, that was a fantastic turn. I think now that I have Amon, I'm able to actually effectively fight blue people without people that are, I guess, suffocating, in my own words, but it gives me the ability to actually plan around fighting them and not just feel super fucking afraid. I don't think I want to pop the buff with Haise right now, to be honest. It's going to end up breaking, and that's not what I want. We're going to try to go with Black Reaper, because I want to get his break off this turn. That's, like, required. Oh, fuck. I have 2 AP left. I don't know if I can guarantee a skill with Black Reaper. And if I can't, this is a really bad scenario. I might swap in Psycho. But it... If I do, I lose DPS with Black Reaper. It's still worth it. It's still worth it. Okay. Turns out, didn't get his skill even despite getting the skill charge. Well, that's a fucking shame. I get the feeling that we might end up just getting the break with Haise, unfortunately. Which is definitely a big unfortunate. Here, we're going to try and get the break with Amon, because at least that's DPS, before we're able to get the AP back. I'm sad about that. Getting a break with Black Reaper would have been far better to be able to continue my combo. Either way, Black Reaper, you can do what you need to. I also hear barking outside. I think there's dogs freaking out. That happens often. The, like, complex around here has a metric fuck ton of dogs, and most of them seem to be very aggressive and yappy and loud. Which, of course, that's qualities of a dog that often come around, but I don't know. I've been living in this complex for a while, and it feels strange to just always have a constant bark per day that feels aggressive. Either way, that is our GG. Alright, so what was the DPS like against the White Reaper? And so in total, our full DPS on tier 2 was 6 million damage with Festival of Ammon, and 4.7 million damage with Black Reaper, with everyone else just heading up the back because they were used otherwise. Realizing I've actually swapped in Mutsuki that entire time. My bad, but Festival of Ammon is just stellar. By the way, I do think that's going to end up doing it for this video today. I just kind of want to show off Black Reaper at 100% and how crazy he is with his 15 AP and his crazy breaks and everything. He's been really enjoyable to use. I'm really looking forward to when they end up dropping more units, and mostly when they end up dropping like light and dark bosses. Because I have teams that are mostly neutral to that, I want to see a team where I'm able to have Festival Ammon and Shirazu in the middle slot and swap between the two and see just how crazy the DPS can end up being every turn. So that'll be our current goal during the next war. However, thank you so much for watching. I have in fact hit 20 million points, so I'm probably going to be chilling on ReInvoke for the rest of this kind of period of time, I want to say. I am in the top 1,000. I doubt I'm going to end up being kicked out of it. I don't know exactly the rankings, and there's still another week of the war, but I'm happy with where I am. I'm probably just going to end up getting that done and trying to move on to other mobile games, because there are a few other ones I want to try out. Specifically, Pitter Patter Pop today on the phone, and a couple of other things I wanted to try out again. Either way, thank you for watching Tokyo Ghoul ReInvoke. It's been difficult to record these videos. I feel as if it's because I've become very critical of the Rebirth fan base. Everyone who has joined in the Rebirth things asks questions that have been answered a million times in the same comment section. And it really does wear on me personally, because I tend to try and read all the comments and I try to reply to the ones that need replies. But looking at comments and seeing like no engagement and just seeing a bunch of people asking the question of who to reroll for or where a tier list is, it kills me personally. And it's because of my weird compasses toward things. I'm going to try to get past those weird hang-ups around recording this, because ReInvoke's kind of my jam. It's my big fave. That's why I've been streaming it so often. Either way, thank you for watching. Take it easy. I'll see you next time.